Anyhow, welcome to my second episode of the weekend show. Let's go ahead and start off with some comments that came from my first weekend show. VW Toy Collectors, you as well as a couple other YouTubers inspired me to start my channel. Facebook keeps hiding our posts on our page, so that made the decision easier. Thanks for the awesome content, Mark. Hey, you're welcome and thanks. And yeah, with Facebook, what's unfortunate, you get people to like your page or whatnot, and then, Facebook keeps saying, get people to like your page, like your page, like your page. And then what turns out is that, well, even if people follow your page, it doesn't necessarily show up in their feed. Facebook says, okay, now you got a lot of followers. Now you have to pay to reach more of them. We'll let you reach a quarter of them, but if you want to reach more than them, you have to pay. And that's unfortunate that's the way it is. But I wonder if YouTube's kind of doing the same thing, because my videos usually get at a minimum like 15, 20,000 views, especially a hobby video, right? I know, 15, 20,000 views. That's what it's going to get, right? Man, I'm having trouble cracking 10,000. I wonder if YouTube's going about the same thing, to where, people aren't seeing videos in the feed. On that note, hey, if you would like this video, so this way at least this video shows up in your recommended videos if you don't check during the week, because I'll be reviewing some of the videos I did during the week, and this will be like a recap for you. Said, oh, I might have missed some RaceGrooves videos during the week. So if you would like this video, that would be great. And best wishes on your channel, by the way. Neil Rocks 87, he asks, do you save all your original video files after all files? Do I save all my files at all after you've uploaded them? And if so, what do you use to store them? Well, I save everything, because sometimes I can use that in future content. Another thing is, what happens if someone hacks my account and deletes my videos, right? Now, I could get a hold of YouTube, and more than likely within a day or two, they can be restored, right? YouTube's not going to tell you that, but look, they know they got the file somewhere, they can restore it. But look, things happen, and I keep everything. I've had everything for years, and I keep them on hard drives, like 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte hard drives, and I have like 3 of them, right? But I keep them set. I have one for Hot Wheels, because I got so many Hot Wheels videos, right? And then the other ones will be like Monster Jam, and then another one will be miscellaneous, Matchbox and Johnny Lightning, and some of the videos that I do less frequently. So this way, if I need to find old files, it's easier for me to go back and find them. On that note about stolen content, or if someone hacks your account, Faster the Dragster, yeah, he's having problems with people stealing his videos. That's just not right. First of all, as a creator, can you imagine you go through all that time and effort to make a video, and then someone just steals it and puts it up on their channel? So what you do, if that happens to you, first of all, we appreciate it when you guys let us know, me and all the other creators. If you see our video on somebody else's channel, let us know so we can take care of it, okay? We'll file a copyright complaint, and that will be taken care of. Now, if it happens to you, what I suggest is be on a computer, right? First thing you want to do, create a bookmark and save that channel. Don't bookmark that video, bookmark the channel, because more than likely they have other stolen videos. And if you file a copyright complaint on this one video and then they remove it, and then you, oops, and then they say, and then you lose track, well, what was the channel? You can't, it's hard to find the channel again. So bookmark that channel, all right? File a copyright complaint on this video, and then YouTube will look into it. They usually get to it in about 1 to 2 days, and they'll take it down. And then if you find another video, find another copyright complaint, if it's yours, after that, right? Now, you could do like 5 at a time or something, but it doesn't seem to work as well, because if they take 5 and they're done, and then it seems like they get 1 strike, YouTube really doesn't do anything. But if you do 1 strike, they take it down. Then come back the next day, find another video of yours, file a copyright claim, take it down. And in the past, when I filed the 3rd one, next thing you know, their whole channel's gone, okay? Because they're thieves, they're stealing content, and they don't deserve to be on YouTube if they're thieves, all right? So on that note, here's one of his videos. RaceGrooves, you just said don't steal his videos. Well, I asked for permission. I didn't have to though, because it's fair use. I'm using it as a news item talking about something that's important. Check out one of his videos, see where I got to go. You ever been there? I haven't been there. I'm on the West Coast, so I don't know if I ever get to check it out. As for me and my videos, it's been a little bit of a rough week. Well, the guy next door moved out, new people been moving in, and they're refurbishing the whole place. They're moving the bathroom from here and they want it down there, which means they're cutting up the cement, they're jackhammering over there right along my wall. How noisy is it? Well, if you're wearing earplugs, take out the earplugs. Yeah, pretty noisy, right? Now I use professional microphones and recording devices, and usually it blocks that out and it filters it out, doesn't even pick it up. But that's because I'm filming a little further away, not exactly on the opposite side of the wall in that room you just seen. But I was able to get work done on this video here because it's got noisy boosters. You think jackhammering is loud? Those boosters are loud too. So I was able to record and get that video finished up. That one will be live tomorrow, by the way. And if you check the description, I might have a link there for you to watch it while it's unlisted, okay? So since you watch this video, you get a treat. You get to watch that video before it goes live tomorrow. Erkin Queen 18, she watched, her and her kid watched my Speedy Pizza video. That thing's like under 2 years old, right? It's got like 5 million views in it. But she said, my kids and I loved this video. Thank you very much. It's a family thing. It's a family-friendly channel, and I make content for families, right? For Twitter, for the people who like, they like my video and then it auto shares to Twitter. There are some people that do it frequently, so I want to give them shout outs. You got Diecast Comics, Northwest Classic Honda, DM Mustang, and then recently Christiane had, she's down in Christian, I didn't check, sorry. Thank you for liking and sharing. Let's get to some Instagram questions. By the way, Instagram, you know, if I remember, I'll put a post up during the week with this square. Now, if you want to send me a PM, right, screenshot that right there and then use that picture. And if you send a private message, it's easier for me to scroll through my private messages to find that. But otherwise, I could pick any question. It doesn't necessarily be on my hashtag AskRaceGrooves post, okay? You can send PMs, or I could pick something from any other thing. Now some questions from Instagram, CCow711. His questions are, what do I do in my spare time besides Hot Wheels? Well, all I do is Hot Wheels, and I do toy car videos, not just Hot Wheels. But do I still work at the Postal Service? Nope, resigned in 2013, December of 2013. I'm coming up on 3 years. And last but not least, what is my favorite diecast ever? That would be, I always say Spinebuster, but I like a lot of cars. Ford GT, whatnot. Speedy 99955 asked me, what got you into the Chevy Avalanche? My keys, of course. But just kidding. Why did I buy a Chevy Avalanche? Because I was doing birthday parties for kids. I had a lot of gear, play tables and stuff that I would take to the parties. And I was looking at trucks with beds, right, to where I want to be able to cover my gear. I don't want people to see my stuff, right? Well, they had some stuff, trucks to where they had this flip bed that made the bed longer. You know, there's vans and whatnot. But then the Avalanche came out, and right at the perfect time, right? So the Avalanche, you can take off the covers in the back, and it's an open bed. I could haul anything, you know, strap it down. Or if I want to take the family somewhere, put the covers back on, put the mid-gate up. If I want to take a lot of stuff, take out the mid-gate, take off the back, and put a whole bunch of stuff back there. So the Avalanche, just very functional. It was the perfect vehicle when I was looking for a truck for my business. But I love that truck, business or not. It just allows you to do a lot of things. It's so functional. Unfortunately, no more Avalanches. They stopped production. These are all Instagram, okay? All things diecast. What is your opinion of the JDM craze in Hot Wheels? I think it's cool because it gets people into the hobby. Hopefully people, you know, collect and they enjoy collecting, and they're not in it just for the profiteering part. But, you know, it's great because then we get some cool cars, right? Maybe some of the cars that we've had for a long time are getting a little tired of them. Well, it's nice to have something new. So I think it's great. Race Dude 38, where did you get the idea for track time? Well, I've always been into having fun with the cars. They're toys, aren't they? Right? You just found out my light's sake. Anyways, they're toys. So even when you know, started collecting in '98, well, by 2000, went to a convention, downhill racing. It's like, well, I want to patent my own track. So patented my own track, sell the track, don't sell no more. Did birthday parties for kids. It's always been about having fun with the cars, right? So when I start my YouTube channel, it's going to be about collecting, and it's also going to be about having fun. So that's where track time came. I said, well, if I do a case unboxing video, right? I'm the first one on YouTube to do a Hot Wheels case unboxing video back in 2012, and now we're in 2016. And then it was only a handful of months later on that I said, well, why don't I test some of these models out on the track? Because that's what they're for. They're toys. They should be on the track. They should be played with. And that's where track time came from. Buy that case, do the unboxing videos. Then take some cars out of there, do track time. To me, it made perfect sense for my channel. It was no accident either. It was, I thought it out. Clutch Velocity, what got you into collecting cars, and why didn't you move on to one-to-one scale vehicles? Well, now that I got the big warehouse, I would really like to have some kind of show car or something, right? But I'm just busy focused on growing RaceGrooves. Still love my Avalanche. I'm not getting rid of my Avalanche. But when I'm ready to buy another car, you know, I would like to get into a real, something kind of cool. But am I going to turn into somebody who's going to tinker with cars and customize real cars? And I just don't have the time for that. Whenever I buy something cool, the next thing I'm going to get a little something to have fun to drive around. It's got to be ready to go. Little maintenance, maybe wash it up, a little tune-ups and stuff. Nothing that's high maintenance. 13 Boss Mustang, will you be dressing up as a clown for Halloween? No, but I thought I'd dress up as something scary like a truck driver, if you know what I mean. But, you know, well, I don't know if dressing up's really been my thing. I did have long, flowing blonde hair at one time. The Mighty Samsonite has showcasing your hobby of collecting toy cars on YouTube changed the hobby itself for me. If so, in what ways? I'm not sure it's really changed the hobby for me because it's already been, even back in 2000, I was already into more of having fun with the cars as well as the full scope of the toy car hobby, not just collecting. So as making videos, I think it's just an extension, right? People collect, maybe they play with them. They collect, maybe they customize. They collect, maybe they just like to collect them in the package and stick them in a box. Maybe they collect them and they open them up and they like to display them loose. Maybe they like to collect and then make videos and talk about their hobby. So to me, it's just an extension of the hobby itself. And for me, it's a natural fit. And I think that's part of the reason why the channel has been as successful as it is, because it's natural. What you see is what you get. It's what I like to do, and I've been doing it for a long time. Now for a recap of my recent videos, in case you missed them, I showed my convention pickups of vintage Japanese boxed Hot Wheels from 1975. Yeah, Japan, just like Matchbox, they had boxes of Hot Wheels. So I picked up a few samples. You can check out that video. All links, anything I mentioned, down in the description. I also did a Track Time Highway 35 Teams competition. There was Teku against Racing Drones. All the teams competing. If you missed that, that video is in the description. I think I might have forgot to mention it before, or the last episode, but Johnny Lightning, they sent me Classic Gold, so I did an unboxing of their Classic Gold and had a Datsun 280Z. Nice import. There was a truck, wagon, and more in that case if you want to check it out. Recently, I also got a Racing Champions Mint case from Round 2, same company. Had a very nice Chevy Bel Air, some 60s models. And if you like the Ford Bronco, had a 1980 Ford Bronco for you to check out. I also did AcceleRacers 3-packs, So you love the AcceleRacers? Well, they did have recolors and 3-packs, and I have that video as well. And as I mentioned, this weekend is going to be finally my epic review of that Max Trax set from 1998. That link is in the description below. And if you took the time to watch this whole video, you can go to that link, and I have it unlisted, so you can see it even before I publish it live. In the meantime, you can use the AskRaceGrooves hashtag on Twitter, Instagram, and I'll find your post. If you send a PM on Instagram, remember, if you would use that AskRaceGrooves image, it helps me because I can see it faster and I can just scroll and find it in case I pick you. Now I can't answer every question, but you might get picked to have a discussion, and I'll be picking comments from here. Oh, and I think I forgot. I skipped something. Wow. I skipped 2 things. They're right on my list, but they're at the bottom. New Marvel character cars 2-packs. I like the character cars. 1-pack has an exclusive Captain America. It's just kind of battle damage. You know, it's a variation. But as far as Falcon, he looks fantastic. Okay, love this color of the Falcon, exclusive to the 2-pack. And also in the RaceGrooves community, Stefan Sandrine, he brand new Hot Wheels Formula Space 5-pack. Some models we haven't seen in a while. Dakar, Swamp Buggy, Retroactive, Geronimo, and Power Rocket. So in the meantime, hey, join us in the RaceGrooves community on Facebook. And we have a great bunch of, a great community of collectors over there. And thank you for watching. And remember to like the video to help this video show up in your feed for next week in case you miss it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.